In May 2024, millions of people looking for simple cooking advice on Google received a highly specific recommendation. To keep cheese from sliding off a slice of pizza, you should add non-toxic glue to the sauce. That same month, the system provided an answer to the query, "How many rocks should I eat?" It claimed that geologists at UC Berkeley, citing a specific Dr. Joseph Granger, suggested eating at least one small rock a day. The algorithm pulled these answers from an 11-year-old Reddit troll post and a satirical 2021 article by The Onion. It was functioning exactly as built, processing data for volume while ignoring context. Google presented these summaries at the very top of the page as absolute authoritative fact, often hiding the traditional list of blue links entirely. To understand why a multi-trillion-dollar tech company is serving up obvious garbage, you have to look at the data feeding it. Right now, nearly 50% of all web traffic consists of automated bots scraping, generating, and interacting with content. The web is no longer a platform designed for human consumption. Every search you make and every post you write is now primarily raw material for a training model. In March 2024, Google rolled out a massive software update. The stated goal was to clean up the internet by deprioritizing low-quality content and punishing sites that used spam tactics to manipulate search rankings. The actual impact devastated the human-run middle class of the web. Studies tracking independent, niche websites found that over 80% of them lost massive amounts of traffic over the following months. Sites built on genuine human testing took the hardest hit. HouseFresh, an independent review site, reported losing 91% of its Google traffic essentially overnight. While human writers and editors spent months scrambling to recover, automated networks pivoted instantly. Computers simply think and adapt faster than people do. The March update wiped out genuine, independent publishers and created a massive vacuum at the top of the search results, one that machines immediately moved to fill. The primary exploit used to fill this empty space is known as parasite SEO. Instead of building their own trusted websites, bot runners piggyback off established high-authority platforms like LinkedIn or Medium, flooding them with cheap synthetic text. They pair this with a tactic called the search heist. Automated networks monitor the web for high-value zombie domains, dormant websites that have recently expired. They buy the domain and hijack the residual trust the site built up over years. An early adopter of this tactic, an SEO expert named Jake Ward, openly demonstrated the sheer scale of the exploit. He exported a competitor's sitemap, fed the URLs to an AI, and instructed it to generate 1,800 boilerplate articles matching those exact titles. Tracking the hijacked domain, this line chart shows a sudden, violent spike. His automated content peaked at 490,000 hits. Over 18 months, as the chart shifts, his 3.6 million poached hits completely dwarf the original creator's remaining traffic. To the networks running these bots, the quality of the writing is irrelevant. The only goal is publishing massive volumes of text in the exact right places to trick the ranking algorithm. Google allows this to happen because it aligns with their own financial model. Search engines have evolved to prioritize the zero-click result, a design where users get their answers directly on the search page, meaning they never click away to another website. AI overviews execute this strategy perfectly. By generating a quick paragraph at the top of the screen, Google currently captures 58.5% of all search traffic directly on its own landing page. By clearing out independent publishers, Google removed the barrier between its AI and the spammers. Now the algorithm scrapes its summaries directly from the influx of bot-generated parasite SEO content. Desperate for human interaction and unfiltered reviews, users began searching elsewhere. They migrated to Reddit in droves, driving the site's organic search traffic from 132 million to over 500 million in a single year. Google quickly recognized the value of this organic data and signed a $60 million deal to train its AI models on Reddit's posts. Driven largely by this surge in data licensing, Reddit posted its first ever quarterly profit. But the moment a human refuge proves valuable, it becomes a target. Bot networks have already begun flooding Reddit with synthetic stories to farm engagement. Any data source a search engine relies on will inevitably be poisoned. European law enforcement group Europol recently issued a warning about the scale of this synthetic takeover. They project that up to 90% of all online content could be AI generated by the end of 2026. This creates a severe scientific threat, known to researchers as model collapse. This occurs when a machine learning system runs out of fresh human data and begins training on its own uncurated, synthetic output. In late-stage model collapse, the system behaves similarly to genetic inbreeding. Minority data points are erased, flaws compound rapidly, and the system steadily degrades as it recycles the same bad information. The glue pizza and rock eating results represent the terminal state of a monopolistic search engine. It has effectively trapped itself in a loop of consuming its own toxic waste. Genuine human knowledge is sliding further down the page. In its place is a closed-loop ecosystem designed exclusively to generate, read, and promote more AI. Recognizing this decay, a small group of online veterans is attempting to build an alternative. They are pivoting to new, non-commercial search engines like Kagi and Marginalia, which prioritize human-curated content and organic results. This digital retreat mirrors other modern cultural shifts. Just as fans have returned to the closed systems of retro video game consoles to escape modern connectivity and microtransactions, web users are seeking out deliberate, isolated experiences. But building and maintaining these human-first spaces requires heavy resources. To survive without mass advertising or algorithmic manipulation, these initiatives rely entirely on donations or paid subscription fees. Passive browsing is over. As long as the internet remains free, users function as the data source that powers the machine.